Hi, welcome to Jerusalem's Playroom. As you can see in the screenshot, I have my masterpiece doll. This is the Guyana kit. I renamed my doll Jubilee. And the reason why I am doing this video today, guys, is because I was compelled to do it. This video really is dealing with how to talk to your children about hate and racism. And I am basically going to use African American history in this video because I am an African American. And here in the South, every February, we always talked about Black history. I wanted to do this video because two of my grandchildren are at around the same age as this doll supposed to be. They are 6. And my daughter and I were talking about what would be a way to talk about our history to our children, because there are so many negative and evil and horrible things that happen, and it's no way to sugarcoat it, and it's some bad things that happen to people that make you want to cry. So I'm doing this video because our children are at our age right now. We're living in a time where there is a lot of hate and just sadness in the world. And I want to let every child know that we are all God's children. The only race that matters is the human race. We are all God's children. We're just different shades of colors. God, just like we like Crayola crayons, they have different colors. There's God's children are just different shades of colors. That's all they are. And He loves all of us the same. Now, we teach our children to go to school to be kind and to be nice. Yet there are some children and adults who are really mean. Some adults are really mean, evil, and some adults have done some wicked things. When we teach our children to pray, we're teaching them to pray and telling God to bless everybody. Yet we don't want our children to be bullied by somebody who is just mean. So we need to take this time to teach our children to love themselves and to let them know that just because somebody may not like the texture of your hair, the color of your skin, or your facial features, they have to take that up with God. You had no choice of how you came out. God designed you, and when He designed you, He made you just beautiful. You are just like a beautiful flower. All flowers are not the same. You have different groups of flowers. You have roses, you have tulips, you have daisies. So, and each one of them are different. So, with this video today, we're going to talk about some books with African American history. And I'm just using this topic so that you can, especially African Americans, on teaching our heritage and letting them know our heritage and letting them know to love themselves and not to be hateful towards somebody else who's not the same color as them, vice versa. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this video. And guys, when I say we, I'm talking about Jerusalem Playroom as a whole, okay? Well, this book here in the screenshot that Jubilee is holding is a book titled Marichka, a 19th century American girl. This is about a African American girl who was born in the United States of America, but she was born free. Her parents were free. They were not slaves. So the book talks about how she grew up in New York and how she went to school and she learned how to read and write. And she ended up growing up becoming an educator, and she did some other things. I'm going to reread the book because I read it one time. And in the book, it talks about how her parents had a shop and a business. It's really a good book. And she talks about her parents. And I'm going to go ahead and open the book up, guys, so you can see some pictures, because it is some very great pictures in this book. And I was glad that I found it because I never heard of it until I saw it. And I was like, when I was in my thrift store, I said, let me glance through it. So here's the first thing you can see. This is like a picture of New York City. And so this is what it was, kind of like a little map of it. And then there is a picture of her. So you can tell that her parents had some money because she was well dressed. And the book has great pictures, guys. I mean, really great pictures. I'm trying to find the photo of her parents right quick, because I said, ooh, all right. So here's a picture showing how her parents probably went to a party, how they socialized. So as you can see in here, these blacks were blacks that were freed or who came over to America who were not slaves. So it's just showing a picture how they probably enjoyed themselves and entertained. It looks like it could have been a wedding because this lady has on a white dress here and that guy. So it could have been a wedding. Then here is a picture of her father. Very nice looking man. And then here's a picture of her mom, her sister, and then her brother. And then it talks about, here's another picture that I wanted to show you guys. And it reads under the picture, many of the escaped slaves that Marichka's parents and their friends helped would have begun their journey at night, following the drinking gourd, as the Big Dipper was called, because it points the way to the North Star. So that brings me into my second book for African American, which is Follow the Drinking Gourd. And so here you have a picture of slaves following what is called the Big Dipper and escaping to freedom. So what they did is they migrated from the South and they went up north because they didn't like the conditions that were going on in the South. There were a group of people who did not like, who just for every reason, just, felt like slavery. They wanted people to be enslaved, and that was not God's intent. So here's some pictures and everything. And so these people, because they felt like they didn't want to no longer be a slave. And here you're showing a photo here where this man is being sold at an auction, and they didn't like the way what was going on with them. So they decided to run away because they did not want to be a slave anymore. And that is also what is kind of going on in the world today. Some people feel like they are slaves and they're trying to get free from it. Now, here's another book because it reads The Watsons Goes to Birmingham, which I haven't read this book, guys. I need to read it. This is another Coretta Scott King book. Now, this book was a book that I was supposed to read when I was a little girl, but I never did read it. So when I found it at my thrift store, I went ahead and got it. So I need to start reading this tonight because I live in Birmingham. So in this book, it has on there the year 1963. So then I have this book here. It's titled Heroes in Black History. And it just has different little words and different little inspiration and things that you can read about how the African Americans made it through and what helped them to keep fighting for their freedom. Now, this book here was a favorite of mine. I did not know this until I saw it in the thrift store. It's a story about Scott Joplin. Guys, this man made the song, with the ice cream come out. Don't get me to singing and trying to hum it because I can't sing it. Well, anyway, he is famous for writing that song. And I was trying to show you guys a picture in here where they are dancing to this song. But anyway, guys, he played the piano. So this is another good book to read to your children when you're talking about African American history or Black history. Then I have a book here titled The Real McCord. And let me show you guys something, because as you can see, I bought this at my thrift store for $1. And it has paintings by, you see that, Will Clay. And somebody, Will Clay, autographed this book. Can you guys believe it? I have an autographed book by Will Clay. So this is talking about how this man named McCoy, Elijah McCoy, helped with engines on trains. And it's showing you how he built things and just getting out marketing and selling his stuff. It's just a really good book, guys. And this also is something that you probably want to have in your collection concerning African American history. Of course, we all know about Martin Luther King. This is a man here in my state of Alabama. He visited many churches here, and our state Alabama is known for the bombing of the 16th I think 16th Street Baptist Church. If I said the name of the church wrong, y'all got forgive me, because we got so many Baptist churches down here in Alabama. But this is his sister writing a story about him, letting us know what it was like growing up with Martin Luther King. And it just has just beautiful images in here, the illustration. And look at that. They wanted to play together, but because they were different shades of color, they couldn't play together. Isn't that sad? But thank God we live in a time now where you can have friends of all different colors and everything. So we're in that time now where we're looking at each other as God's children and not looking at the color of each other's skin. So that is a great book. Finally, I have so many more, guys, but I didn't want to bring all of them out because I didn't want to prolong this video. This is Mary McLeod Bethune. I think it's Maloud. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. Bethune. This talks about an African American woman whose parents were slaves, but when she was born, slavery had ended, so she was free, and how her parents actually sent her she was able to go to school and learn how to read and write. And when she learned how to read and write, she decided she wanted to open up her own school, and she did so. And so actually I had the opportunity years ago when I went to Daytona Beach, Florida. We actually passed by the college, and I was trying to show you guys a picture of the college. This is one of the rooms here. That's the White Hall. But they actually combined the school. It was all girl college. Then they actually combined the school with the boys. So it's called the Bethune-Cookman College. So this book has great pictures in here of her, and just talks about how her and Eleanor Roosevelt became great friends. And look at this picture here, guys. That is really good. And I like pictures like this because if you want to, you can take this and get this blown up. If you have a computer, you can print out the image on your phone and order it, and that way you can have your own wall for your Black History Month. And I think that is a cute picture of her as well. Okay, guys, so let me put that to the side. But anyway, I wanted to do this video because to let children know and to let parents know, we need to teach our children that there are some people who just not going to like you. You can be nice to them. And I know I was a little girl. Some girls can be mean to other girls. If your hair is long like Jubilee, somebody can hate you for that. They can hate you for your eyes. They can hate you for what you're wearing, where you live. And it's just sad that people can hate you for whatever reasons. But you pray for those people, and you tell your children what matters most is that God loves you. He made you. And if anybody has a problem with the way you look, they may need to take that up with the Creator. They may need to, you didn't control that. So they have to go and talk to God about why He made you the way He did. And nobody's going to question God like that. So we're all different flowers, just like you have roses, tulips, and daisies. Even roses, you got different color roses. You got pink, you got white, you got red, you got blue, you got yellow roses. So we're all different shades, and we're all different colors because that's how the way God made us. So I know that this time is very sensitive in our world right now, where the children are witnessing a lot of things. They are doing a lot of social distancing, and they don't understand. And right now, it's just that it's time for us as parents and as grandparents to teach them about love and loving themselves, and to teach them about God. I don't know what anybody's religion is. I'm just saying how I grew up and what I believe. And I'm using that to show love. And just because you believe in God, somebody may hate you for that. They may hate you because you believe in God. They may hate you because you're happy. They may hate you because you keep to yourself. So, and it's called judgmental, and they don't realize why they're like that. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that. That goes into another topic for adults. I want to keep this simple. So again, we want to take this time to use this month to teach about love and peace and joy. Yes, there were a lot of things that happened to African Americans here in America that were horrible, that were horrible. And we don't want to sugarcoat what happened because that's the truth. It happened. Yet, we want to teach our children that there were some people who went through some things so that we can have what we have. And even in some other races, there are other cultures and other people who family went through a lot so that their family can have what they need. So it's really a touchy subject, guys, but nobody, no race is superior. We're all God's children. The only race is the human race. Once we put aside the color and we see that we're all just one race, the human race, we'll realize that we are all just brothers and sisters. So I pray that this video inspires and encourages someone to use this time to talk about love and to love on your children and let them know the truth about certain things, and to let them know that it's okay that somebody may not like them. You know, that's not their problem. That's someone's else. That's on that person that don't like them. But they try to be the best person that they can be, not for somebody else, but for themselves. Okay, guys. Well, I'm not going to prolong this video. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about this topic because I felt like it needed to be talked about. Well, anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. Okay, bye-bye.